I'm Big Rick Stewart. Welcome to the podcast for the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. It's a radio show that I do every Saturday at KVYN 99.3 FM, 99.3 The Vine in Napa Valley. You can stream from 993thevine.com. You can search for KVYN on TuneIn. You'll hear fun music and great information, including 10 at 10, a Beatles brunch at noon, songs from my days at Live 105, KFOG, KFOX, new songs, and more. And you'll hear great information like this. Hey, I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. Man, we had so much fun last week, 49ers fans, although it was a little close. If you were playing the point spread, don't do that. But if you were, it didn't work out so well. But the 49ers won. That's all I really care about. And, of course, also the Lions won. And last week, Rod Brooks, 49ers analyst for NBC Sports Bay Area, gave us a little preview of what he thought would happen. And, well, he's back to do it again for us as well. You can catch Rod on the pre- and the post-49ers game shows on Comcast, NBC Sports Bay Area. Rod, that pick at the end of the game by the young quarterback sealed the deal for the 49ers last week. This week, you know who's coming to town? I know they're talking about Taylor Swift and Barbie's in the news. Cinderella is coming to Santa Clara. How about that?
Yeah, the Detroit Lions. I mean, listen, we've been alive long enough to see the Lions actually be a respectable football team, and that's a joke of the NFL. And they've been a great story, and they are a good young team, emphasis on young, but I think the Cinderella story ends on Sunday night.
Oh, I got a tear in my eye, but you know what? But it's okay, though, because Cinderella had a good run here, I do think, although... Man, the Lions have some talent, don't they? I mean, just athletic talent. They're incredible.
They have a lot of talent, mostly concentrated on the offensive side of the football. A lot of attention is going to go to Jared Goff from Novato, California, and rightfully so. He is a very good quarterback in that system that they run, and they have a really good running back, a nice, young, fast running back in Jahmyr Gibbs, and a very, very good wide receiver. Watch out for this guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Very talented. And their tight end, Sam Laporta, also a very talented young player. So they can score, no doubt. The problem for the Lions is defensively. They're good at stopping the run, not very good at stopping the pass. Actually, they are the 27th ranked pass defense in all of the NFL. That's exactly the pressure point that Kyle Shanahan is going to exploit.
49ers experience in the playoffs, experience on the coaching end and the players' end for postseason. Probably a huge advantage in this game coming up in Santa Clara tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, we have gotten to the point in sports where experience isn't everything, but experience in playoff games, especially championship games, is like money. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And in my estimation, again, credit to the Lions for getting to this point, but this is a too talented Niner team on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and they've been here before. Obviously, as recently as last year in the NFC Championship game, albeit on the road in Philadelphia. When the lights shine brightest, who you are, bad or good, in my estimation, shows up. And I think for the Niners, in the bright, hot spotlight of the NFC Championship game, their dominance on both sides of the ball will eventually take hold in this game Sunday night.
Awesome. Thanks, Rod Brooks. We appreciate your insight. 49ers analyst. Make sure to catch him pre and post before 49ers games. And also you can look for Rod Brooks TV on X, formerly known as Twitter, especially you Cowboys fans. I think you really enjoy a lot of Rod's content over on his X account. Rod, thank you so much.
My pleasure, my man.
The game is tomorrow afternoon. The Lions and the Niners. The winner goes to the Super Bowl. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. Hey, thanks for hanging out today. I love my Amazon. I got to say, I'm into the Prime Video thing, and I got a Kindle, and I watch it on there, and I stream it and all that stuff. They have some good shows. There's a big change coming. Amazon's Prime Video will add ads for all subscribers. Here's what you need to know from cordcuttersnews.com. And if you are a cord cutter, or you want to be, then you got to check out cordcuttersnews.com because it's good. All right. So if you enjoy the ad-free experience you have now with Amazon Prime Video, I mean, you already pay for it. It's not like a free, totally free thing. Well, if you want to continue ad-free, you have to pay a little extra because they're going to have these levels of payment and all this stuff. Amazon has decided instead of just raising everyone's price and offering a new, cheaper ad-supported plan, they would instead allow people to opt into the more expensive ad-free option if they want to pay extra. Now, it's not very much. Here's what Amazon says. We're writing you today, they said this by email, about an upcoming change to your Prime Video experience. Starting January 29th, Prime Video movies and TV shows will include limited advertisements. And they say that, this will help them continue to invest in having shows and all that stuff and paying the content providers. But if you want to opt out of this, it's only $2.99 a month for commercial free. That might be worth it, or you could save like $3 and just watch a few ads. They say they won't have that many ads. We'll have to see. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's a Wine Country Saturday soundtrack, 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. We like to hang out on these Saturdays and play some fun music, share some great information. This was one of those, I did not know that. Where have I been? Kind of headlines. Drew Barrymore. I love Drew Barrymore. She's fun. She is back with new colorful appliances to brighten your kitchen. What? Drew Barrymore is doing appliances? Well, I mean, she's not actually she doesn't have a company that makes them, but I'm sure she approves of them from thespruce.com. All right. And now her line is called Beautiful. So everything here is just called Beautiful. A $100 Beautiful, perfect grind, programmable single-serve coffee maker. It's available in all kinds of really cool colors. It's programmable, so you can set it up at night and wake up to freshly brewed coffee. It's, grinds the beans and all that stuff. And also you can get one that is a single serve, but instead of those pods that are plastic and you throw away and you feel bad about it, this has a reusable filter. No coffee pods going in your garbage, in the landfills and all that. All right, what else is on the list? A $30 Beautiful 12-piece personal blender. This is like one of those blenders you would make smoothies in and take on the go. It has a cup and it's all that stuff, and it comes in the sage green and cornflower blue and lavender and, all the Drew Barrymore beautiful colors. It's got all kinds of accessories and more. There's an air fryer she's got going on and all kinds of other things. I mean, she has all kinds of cool stuff. You could have a whole Drew Barrymore house and sit inside your house and have a cup of coffee and a smoothie and cook something in the air fryer. You can find all these at Walmart. Just search for Beautiful Drew Barrymore. Let me know if you get one of these and how well it works. The coffee maker kind of sounds interesting to me. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. You 49ers fans might, for some reason, be planning a trip to Las Vegas. right around Super Bowl time. Now look, even if you don't get tickets to the really expensive football game, you can still come to Vegas and party because they have a lot of fun things planned for Super Bowl in Las Vegas. One of those that's kind of affordable, I'm talking, $100 or so, maybe a little bit more. A big party hosted by Shaquille O'Neal. It is his annual Super Bowl party that he has in different cities. Shaq's Fun House Party is Friday, February 9th. It's part carnival, part music festival. It's really wild. It's really lots of fun. It is at the XS nightclub at Wynn Las Vegas. He's got all kinds of DJs there. Diplo will be there along with Lil Wayne. He's going to actually DJ himself as DJ Diesel. That's his stage persona. Miles O'Neal, his actor son, is also going to perform, as well as all this other carnival stuff going on. Super fun party. Shaquille O'Neal lives part-time in Vegas and also in Atlanta, and he's been having these funhouse parties during Super Bowl weekend since 2018. More information, shacksfunhouse.com. Man, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. Thanks for hanging out today. Going to Tahoe and going skiing, 14 ski resorts, more than 160 ski lifts, Well, look, some people don't know how to ski. Some people don't really like it. It's kind of intimidating. Maybe they've never been before and start paying like $200, $250, $300 for a day of skiing. It's a little expensive. There must be other ways to have fun up at Lake Tahoe. There are. Thanks to SF Standard, 5 cheaper ways to explore Tahoe and do outdoorsy fun winter things. Ice skating, of course, on the list. How about snowshoeing? I never thought of this. Tahoe Snowshoe Tours, they say, have guided trips between like $75 and $95 depending on the length of your hike. How about cross-country skiing? Royal Gorge, North America's largest cross-country ski resort, has 6,000 acres up there. They say it's a fantastic place to spend a day working up a sweat while enjoying some incredible views for $50. Rentals cost $40. Truckee Bay Snowmobile Company Coldstream Adventures will take you out on some snowmobiles, and you can have a blast snowmobiling. You can ride the 2-up snowmobiles if you want, maybe bring kids or something. Lake Tahoe Snowmobile Adventures is also up there. And Tahoe from on high. Heavenly is one of the places that have gondola rides, and you don't have to get off and ski. You can do it up at Palisades and more. Some ways to save money at Lake Tahoe. I am all for that. It is beautiful. Bring a camera or a good camera phone and save a little money. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's a Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. Check out this story from F-Stoppers. F-Stoppers is kind of like a photography term. It's a photography website, fstoppers.com, and they cover lots of different things, including some social media stuff, because, you know, cameras and photos and all that. All right, Utah teen sues the state of Utah over social media law that is scheduled to take effect on March 1st. This is from Utah. It is called the Social Media Regulation Act, and this requires social media platforms to verify the ages of users and secure parental consent for users under 18. It also imposes a digital curfew barring minors from accessing social media platforms from 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. Kind of interesting, right? I hadn't heard about this. So Hannah Zulik, and now this is from F-Stoppers, identifies as queer and has a physical disability, depends on social media for communication and community building, particularly with peers in her school robotics club and other supporting groups, as well as for essential information like disability access in new locations. So they are saying that by disconnecting from social media, the law may exacerbate feelings of isolation and negatively impact their mental health and self-esteem. You always hear like social media is bad for kids, but here's a little twist. Like, it's kind of like good. It kind of builds a community. I can understand that. They're also saying that some of these rules and regulations should be left to families rather than imposed by the state, and that in its current form, the law fails to recognize the diverse needs and circumstances of young internet users. Interesting. I'll have to follow this one. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. That's some of the great information you can hear on my Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. I'm Big Rick Stewart. Check out the show every Saturday, 99.3 FM in Napa Valley. You can also listen from 99.3thevine.com or KVYN on TuneIn. Thanks for checking out the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack podcast.